Welcome, Lounge Lizards. What's up? It's another episode of Legions Lounge, episode 26. We are your hosts. My name is Trevor16Shooter. Back with me is Bill Dranowski, Mr. Dorklair himself, reviewer, podcaster on the Dorklair YouTube channel. And Nate Strong is back after missing our last show. We lost him to a storm last show. How did that all shake out, man?
It was a pain in the ass, but
were we without power?
About 3 days. But
wow.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it was a drag.
Hurts,
but
man.
hey, it's good to be back. I was just thinking when we were chatting beforehand, because I missed that. It's been a month since I've been on, right, and talked to you guys. But now that we're back on chatting again, it seems like it just was, a couple days ago. So all good.
I know. It's really weird. It feels like it was just a couple days that we were doing this. How are you, Bill?
Better.
Your power on? You're all good?
Yeah. I got pretty sick last.
Oh, did you really?
week.
Did you end up getting? Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I don't think you told me.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say it. Yeah.
I don't think so.
When we
no.
recorded when we
Yeah.
did the live stream that Monday.
Yeah. Your daughter was
my-
sick, right?
My daughter was sick, and
Yep.
then the next day I went to work and had my first day of school. And by the time I was fine in the morning, and by the time I got home, I was feeling it. And the next morning,
God.
boom, I was out. Luckily, we had a 3-day week to start the year, so I
Yeah,
only
yeah.
missed 2 days at work, but I was sick for
Okay.
a solid 5 days. It sucked.
Oh wow. So you were out for school too. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Now,
luckily, I
was
only
that-
missed 2 days. And I got the first
Was-
day in, which is the most important. I was able to get
Yeah.
the kids in the seating arrangement and meet the kids real quick,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow, brutal.
Wow. Yikes.
No, you got it over with.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is brutal. If you, I mean,
It's
if you have
lingering,
the,
but
it's awful, man.
Yeah.
That sore throat. Did you have the sore throat thing? And the headache?
Yeah, I did, but the sore throat wasn't the worst part. It was
really?
for me, it was really the headaches and the
The headaches.
exhaustion and the
Yeah.
the feverish kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
dehydration
Mhm.
type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bitch. It's a bitch. Stay away
Yeah.
from it. Get your vaccinations. Yeah, if you're so
Yeah.
inclined. Nate, man, want to say congratulations to you for being the figure aficionado on the latest episode of the Figure Booth.
Yeah, how about that?
with
That was
Josh Prime to the
super
first
cool.
and Nate, figure fan Nate, who they were also Nateless on the show too, which was interesting.
know.
Ironically, they
Was.
were Nateless. We were Nateless the
They
week
needed
before,
a
and they were
Nate to
Nateless
fill
on the
in,
show.
I
Oh,
guess.
that's funny.
Yeah, so they had Mario 796 Dance Studios filling in. He did all right. He was okay. It's not bad. But yeah, they have this thing called Figure Aficionado on there, and they're usually talking about photographers, and they featured Nate. They were heaping well-deserved praise on your work and you. So go
Thank
check
you.
that out. The Figure Booth is a great show.
Really
on
good
YouTube.
show,
Yeah, they do some really good topics, and they have great guests. So go follow, and subscribe. And if you watch the show, you know what that means. Yeah, just go check them out. I also want to. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring those over here. You know what? I want to go. Hang on a second. You know what? I'll do it later. I'll grab them in a minute. But Brian Lynn, Carver Customs. I got these. If you were on the Cabal, he had these really cool torches.
Yeah, I
for
just
sale.
shot some of those.
Oh, you did? That's what you used for
No,
the
I just
Conan show?
another shot. I haven't
Oh, okay.
posted up yet, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
ready.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
ready to
they're
go. It's
incredible,
locked
man.
and loaded. They're super cool.
Yeah, they're great. He's a great dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a little problem with one of them and fixed it for me, and it
Cool.
was great, man. They're really, really nicely made. So shout out to him. Before we get into the news, we do have some news here. We'll get into the chat and see who's here, but I want to shout out some of the people who give us some super chats on the last show. Toy Amigos, I think that must have been Cheney, Josh, over at Toy Amigos. Another great channel. If you don't watch the Toy Amigos, go check them out. Great channel. Curtis Ackerman, of course. He's our patron, man. You know, he's our patron. Scott Baker, again, also. Andrew Zespil, or Zeppil. Thank you very much. And Dave Orkin, you know, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you guys very much for the super chats. What's that? Oh, Dave?
Dave.
Oh, geez, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Stop, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, Dave. You're the best. And he was first this week, so there you go.
Right on.
Which usually
Thank
is.
You,
so
Dave.
thank you, Dave. No question or anything. Just that's great. Awesome. But that keeps us, you know, given it last week when Nate was away, we gave away a Goblin Legion builder. I was just talking to the guys in the games. I got a lot of stuff coming from that, so we'll give away some of that. You know, just got jumping ahead to the news, just got the all-in for Lithia in over the weekend, which took a while, but the unit's here and it's fantastic. These are, I mean, I love these things, man. They're great. I haven't even opened them yet. I might do a opening or something on YouTube. We'll see. I got to get 3 hours to open everything up. Did you guys pick anything else up? Yeah, literally, it's gonna take 3 hours probably to open everything. So it's gonna be
the only thing I got in was there was a sale on the Super 7 Mumra figure, and I picked up a couple, mostly to get these.
Yeah, I saw those on the Cabal, man. Yeah,
and
exactly.
I actually already sold one of the figures. It just kept the cape, but
nice.
Yeah, I put it on. I put it on as like a skirt on this guy.
Looks great.
Kind of color wise matches nicely.
I like the hooded cape one too, with the gray orc look too. That was a cool look. That was very cool. All right, Nate, who we got in the chat, man? Who else besides Dave Orkin?
Besides Dave, let me scroll on up here. JMax77, David Smith, who I just met in person last couple of weeks. Great dude, yep. Anonymous Dude 123, Scott Baker.
What's up, Anonymous?
Our man Curtis, Cowabunga Dude, Star, Rich M, Jacob Forna, David Williams, Mike Casper.
What's up, Mike?
Fortress Madamus, Josh J. Who else? Adrian Jones, the Atomic Nerd, Bearded Builds, Mythic Dolphin, Fight in Code Names.
Oh yeah,
Andrew, we were just talking about. Yep, Vonnie Rotten Picks, Laura,
awesome name,
and Commander Gree has a little message for Trevor.
Henry, what's going on, man? I just want to say one of the recent posts turned me on Iron Maiden. It's been getting through the gym lately. That turned you on to Iron Maiden? All right.
Wow.
Take it, man.
Right on. Never too
the
late.
Band itself. Awesome.
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah, let's see what Harry has to say. Collect Legions, but I don't want to get kicked out of my house. So I just want to say, hey, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Harry, he's a 1/6 collector, so I will see you Friday on the 1/6 pack. Speaking of which, I just want to jump into a little bit of news. The channel, we hit 1,400 followers over the weekend, so that was exciting. A little bit of a milestone. I promised that we're going to do that giveaway show, that get together, super fun, super show that Tom says we're never going to do, but we will.
Do it at 1,500 now.
Yeah, 1,500. It'll make it nice and even.
Came quick.
It did. It really did. Yeah, it came. You know, I mean, this show, we pull a lot of people on this show. The 1/6 show, I can't seem to break through. So if you are a 1/6 collector or know a 1/6 collector, let them know, man. Like,
it's a great show, man.
My thing about the Friday nights is that's like my TV time with my wife. You know, like that's like the one time of the week where we're just like hanging.
It is hard because like we've thought about changing it, but we're all like kind of, you know, half of it is we're drinking beer. It's the 1/6 pack. And you know, are we going to do that on Thursday? I mean, yeah, I can have a beer on Thursday. It's fine. I'm not going to, you know, it's not like we actually drink a 6-pack each, so we could do that. So we may move it around, but I got to tell you, man, it's getting crowded. Like Monday nights are crowded now. There's not a day that you can pick that there isn't some sort of, you know, major toy show on YouTube going on. So it's tough. So I appreciate everybody subscribing. That's awesome. You know, tell anybody who's interested in photography. I got a lot of photography videos. I'm going to try and do more of those. Working on some channel membership stuff because we can do channel memberships now, but I want it to be something good. I just don't want it to be, you know, emojis and icons and stuff like that. if anybody's going to pay for anything, it's going to have to be something good. I got some ideas that I think for a bunch of people will be interesting. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll get that going.
Cool.
All right. I think that's personal stuff for the most part. I think something's coming up, but I'll talk about that in a minute. What else?
Adrian
Lithia
Jones,
all-ins.
What's that? $10 from Adrian.
Hey, Adrian. Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Right on.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. So we talked about the Lithia all-ins coming in. Let us know in the chat if you got your Lithia all-in finally. I think we're going to talk about this in a couple of weeks, or sometime maybe in October, as we get closer. Maybe we'll talk about the next show because I think we'll have some stuff to talk about there. But Jeremy Gerard put out the room layout for the upcoming Legions Con after he showed the breakout sessions a couple of weeks back. So you can go to legionscon.com/map.pdf. It's probably linked on the homepage too, to check out, see where everybody's laid out, study the map for your battle plan of going in and getting your Legions figures and your third-party stuff and yada, yada, yada. So we'll talk about this more in depth and talk about where we are and look at some of the breakout sessions. Maybe we'll get Jeremy on here to talk about it. I am currently putting together a bunch of stuff for the show, including something pretty cool that I'm not ready to talk about yet. But I'm also doing some painting, so got some of these shields that are going to come with me, some of these Cabal shields, and
nice
tiny bread, because everybody loved the tiny bread. So I figured I'd do some more tiny bread.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, it's not delicious, but it looks delicious. It looks pretty good. Yeah, so that's that. Chris and George, let me bring this back up here. Chris and George, that was the breakout session on the 4 o'clock Horsemen. Showed us some pics of the Slag and Kragnar from Cosmic Legions painted production samples, which look incredible.
Amazing.
I cannot wait for this stuff, man. I'm so psyched for these things.
Yeah,
tiny
the
bread.
details and the colors. So
killer.
Oh
yeah. It looks even. I gotta tell you, I don't know if it looks better than the prototypes, but like I've said this in the past, like this is not a company where you see a prototype that like it's got lots of nice little detail that you don't get on the final production figure. It's all there.
Yeah,
it's all there. It's incredible.
Yeah,
I love how George, when he's looking these over, like he's like one of us, just finding little things that he hasn't even seen, and he works there. You know what I mean?
I know. And George hates fun. It's
right?
hard to believe that he's. Yeah, these look amazing. This is another great figure, man. And look, I mean, they're working on packaging now, so this is a good sign, man. This is a good sign for this stuff being hopefully on target for Q1 2023 without any delays, man. I mean, I was hoping against hope that we get it this year, but that's not gonna happen. That was a pipe dream. We've got some of our new trolls, sneaky peeky there. Yeah, can't wait for this stuff. It's gonna be incredible. Chris, also they announced that the Deluxe Legion Builders all-ins are hitting the port on September 30th, so it's gonna take a little while to get all-ins out there. So I'm assuming that the people who are getting the piecemeal stuff are going to be getting pretty much all of that stuff first. With the Lithia, they kind of stopped in the mid. They just got the all-ins, and since that's the stuff that usually goes out first, now they're putting that stuff out and holding on some of the piecemeal orders and stuff. So we'll get them all. We'll get them all at some point, man. It's all going to be good.
Yep,
it's all worth it. It's all worth it, man. When you get them, it's fantastic. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, I want to say, go check out the Geek Out show. Gil Loomis had the one and only Walter Hagen on there last night talking about all things Legion. So go check that out on YouTube. Yeah. What do I have anything else in here? No, I think that was it. Pull this
I had a quick thing I wanted to share.
Yeah.
Shout out to Curtis and Emil, who I know it's been talked about. Emil did that live sculpting bit.
Yep.
And Trevor had the honor of naming Chit Chat. and they had the giveaway.
Oh yeah,
that's right. Len, being the awesome guy that he is, I just got my chit chat in.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow,
dude, I can't wait to paint that.
Such a great sculpt. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, and the fact that he just did this in, you know,
I know,
in about an hour.
I know.
It's phenomenal. So I got to find me a painter.
I bought a Wacom tablet the other day because I'm
really?
Like he just watching him do that. I'm like, I've been meaning to get into it. Like I did some 3D stuff way back in the day with like light. What was it? Light. I can't remember the name of the application. It's a very, very old application, but I've been meaning to jump into it, and I just want to play with it. So I figured I can use the tablet for other things and stuff too. So
cool.
Yeah, Chit Chat came out so good, man. It's amazing. Yeah, you lucky bastard, you won one.
Right? So I know.
Cool.
Couldn't believe it.
So cool. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Oh, Legion's Lair. Is there a show tomorrow? Like I didn't see them announce a guest. Did they have somebody?
Or would it be next week? I forget. I had to lose track.
Sure.
The joint lawsuit from Bill and I are still pending for that that name too, guys. So, but they just moved to StreamYard for the show, which is going to be awesome. I was just walking them through it the other day because getting people on through that Facebook app was always a struggle for them. So I'm glad to see that they're gonna move to this. That should be a lot easier. So, 7:00 tomorrow if they have a show. We'll see for all the old folks who can't stay up and hang with us at 9:30. I guess
Casper was on. I don't know if you should shout out and let us know.
Let us know, Mike. Let us know, Mike, if you got it. All right. I think that's all for the news. Anybody else got anything that they wanted to talk about?
No, I
don't think so.
We're good to go. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So tonight, we're going to Mythos, man. We have the team from Great Hall Game Studios, creators of the Mythic Legions Tactics game War of the Aetherblade, with us tonight. Super excited to talk about some of this stuff. And we got a little sneak peek of some of the stuff we're going to look at. So cool, man. I'm hyped for this game. And I know everybody's not a gamer, and some people have said, they're just not into games. But I'm going to tell you, like, I think it's going to be one of those things where you could just walk through it, you know what I mean? Or let it play itself, which I think is an option. And just look at the environments, man. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild. I mean, I just think playing as a character
generator, you got to get
a character that you've made. Like you could make a custom of your character. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's going to be great. So we're going to talk about them, find out what's going on with the game. So please help us welcome operations marketing lead Rob Benkal, CTO and lead game producer.
What's up, guys?
Tony Habdi. Tony, what's going on with the cool background, the coolest background of anybody, even though I got all these 1/6 figures back here. It's like you totally outdid me. It's freaking awesome.
Totally.
What's going on, guys? How you been?
Hey, good.
How are you guys?
How's it going?
We're good. I'm so excited, man, to see some of the stuff and show people what you guys have been doing. I've been keeping up with it on the Discord, which we'll talk a little bit about later, and you guys should join the Discord. If you're not on Discord, just get on Discord. Don't be afraid. It's a chat room basically. So get on there, figure out your way around, and it's good. There's some great updates there. So
yeah, Trevor, we were actually talking about it. I think we might do a like Discord 101 or like how you should join Discord at some point for the Legionnaires. I think that'd be cool.
I think that would be an excellent video.
Yep. All right, cool. We'll definitely do that.
We could do a walkthrough like this, get on there and just walk people through it. I think that would be an excellent idea. Because there's a lot of good stuff on Discord. There's a lot of toy groups that are talking about Mythic Legions. You guys have a Mythic Legions figure section that people are talking about, not just the game, but the figures as well. So even if you're not a gamer, get on there and talk about the figures. Then you're going to see all the pictures, and you're gonna love it. So, speaking of which, we're gonna talk about some of that stuff. I did want to just hit on the email that came out last week and just bring everybody, put people's minds at ease about that, because I think there was some confusion as to what it meant. So there was, I believe, back in January of, was it 2021?
Yeah.
All the years are blending together. There was the ForgeHorsemen, which was the preliminary for the community backing event, where you could, pick some of the rewards, pick the game, do the figures, which at the time were the Legion Builder elf and orc figures, I believe.
Yeah.
Did we have all of them on there or no?
Yeah, we had all of them with the bonus heads too.
Was the Attila and Gorgo on there too, or was that?
No, that was Kickstarter. Yeah,
that came with Kickstarter. Right. So it was those that were available through there, and then after that initial round, it went to Kickstarter for the general populace, and more of the gamer people. So if you had gotten different things through there, then you ended up with two different sort of backer kit situations. Was that the case, or just two different
two different accounts, essentially
accounts for the different rewards that you got? Which I did. I did that. I bought a bunch during the ForgeHorsemen, and I bought a bunch more sigil coins and stuff like that during Kickstarter. Yeah. So I got the email. I understand if you just want to explain it. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I know it caused a little bit of confusion with people.
Yeah, totally. Tony, you want me to take it?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, yeah, basically we were, with the Forge, we were trying something new out as well. And we wanted to make sure we had something just for the Forge founders and for, the hardcores. So that's why we ended up doing it on, our own platform. We built in a couple of things that are really cool just for people who were part of that Forge, part of the Mythic Legionnaire community before we went broad public with it. And a couple of those things people are going to start seeing, which is really cool. But it did put us in a little bit of a predicament in the sense that we had accounts from the Forge, and then we had accounts on Kickstarter when we did Kickstarter.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, in order to make the fulfillment, we needed to use BackerKit and also to keep it open. So once Kickstarter closed, people could add to, whatever they wanted to add to. The problem is BackerKit doesn't always work nicely with everyone else. And, some technical difficulties about merging in accounts. And, we don't want people to be charged shipping twice. We don't want people, so we want to make sure we're giving max value to the community. Right. Now, unfortunately, we've had a couple of hiccups where we've been trying to upload people into there without having their orders in. And what that did was it automatically generated an email to people saying, and we had to put a nominal fee in there because you couldn't put $0. So we put $1 and it generated that email. And it just kind of sends it out. And, we should have been ahead of it a little bit. But basically, no one's going to get charged. We're going to make sure that that's rectified. And we're still working with them to solve it, where everyone's just, we'll have one account for everybody. But at the end of the day, everyone's going to get all their stuff, one shipment, and it's going to be nice and easy, one shipping charge, and it should be clean and processed. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, and there'll be, once all that stuff's merged, you'll be able to go onto BackerKit and look for that, like through the link from Kickstarter, or how do you have to create a BackerKit account to go in? Okay, you have to create a BackerKit account. Okay.
So that part we're still kind of massaging, but yeah, you're going to have to be on BackerKit. You're going to have to make sure your address is in BackerKit.
That's what I was going to say. Updating in case your address changed from Forge to Kickstarter or since then, because it's been a little while. It's been a year or so.
Think of BackerKit as the place where we're managing your shipping.
Right.
That's what it is. So if you want it shipped to you, you got to log in and say, here's where you're at, and this will be to make sure that you get everything all in one place.
Right. So you are working on merging that, and then I'm assuming you will at some point in the near future send out an email explaining what to do. Go to here's the address for BackerKit, create an account if you don't already have one, and then follow these instructions to make sure that you've got everything in your account that you want. Make sure your address is correct, all that stuff, because we'll be shipping out on X date. Okay. And I understand, we were talking about earlier that some of the stuff is there, but in an effort to, again, reduce shipping costs and just fulfillment issues with sending separate pieces everywhere. We're waiting for some of the, like the Gorgo, I think, figures are still on the boat or coming at some point down the line, and we're going to wait till everything is in to get those out, get everything out, right?
Yeah,
miscellaneous pieces are coming in at different times.
Exactly. Yeah, we have a few different physical rewards, right? We have the Orcs and Elves, we have the Gorgo and Attila 2-pack, we have some sigil coins, t-shirts, we have the map of Mythos. So all those were kind of merging together with the group we're using to consolidate everyone's orders and ship everyone a nice big happy box.
Right.
A little bit of the, there's good news, bad news to it. The good news is that, we had the Orcs and Elves are basically done. We're just holding them until Gorgo and Attila are done. So I guess the bad news is that, almost like in Christmas when your parents are hiding presents when you were a kid, we're hiding the presents right now, and they're in a nice, safe storeroom at the factory, just waiting for Gorgo and Attila to be ready, and then we're gonna ship them all over from the factory. Unfortunately, our orders got split up at the factory a little bit, so it took a little bit of time. But so we're just waiting on them to be done, and then everyone's gonna get everything.
Gotcha. And you said that once you get it, that backer kit account, that's where you're going to be able to go in, and just because it has been a while, off the top of my head, I couldn't even tell you. So I'm going to need the reminder of, this is what I ordered. I ordered a couple versions of the game for PC or mobile, and the t-shirts and the coins and all that stuff. So it's all going to be listed there. You're going to be able to look at it and say, it looks good.
Right.
Yep.
So
exactly.
To hit Rich M's question here, and you guys can pipe in on this too, but he's confused Kickstarter, Forge Founder, and now a new one, backer kit. So Forge Founder, again, is like a proprietary Kickstarter, which people do. If they don't want to use Kickstarter, there's some fees involved in there, whatever. I haven't done it, so I don't know exactly what's there, but you can do it without it, and that was what that was for. But Kickstarter does have a wide audience. I mean, the Forge Founder thing was for the Mythos, Mythic Legions, Cabal community, and you figured you could get everybody there that you needed to get there, whereas Kickstarter was going to open it up to people who wouldn't necessarily go to some place outside of Kickstarter and feel comfortable with it. So those two are the same thing, Rich. Basically, they're the same type of thing, where you would get in on and back the game and get your rewards and stuff. And then Backer Kit has always worked with Kickstarter. It is a separate company, but everybody uses it in order to fulfill and ship all the stuff that you buy through Kickstarter. Almost without fail, everybody uses Backer Kit. We were saying earlier why they haven't bought Backer Kit. We don't know, but it is a separate entity. So yes, you have to go to Backer Kit. Usually it's through a link in an email from the people at Kickstarter. Go here. Here's the address, which is what's going to happen. You'll see everything that you bought. You'll be able to, at that point, maybe even add some stuff, maybe, or no? Are we done adding? I don't know.
Can't add figures, unfortunately.
Right, but but like sigil coins or anything like that.
Sigil coins, maybe. Copies of the game, exactly.
Okay.
That kind of
stuff.
Right,
so you'll be able to add a few things, not the figures because those have already been ordered and they're here, but just confirm your order and confirm your address, and that's it. So that's all it is. You're going to get a link. You're going to go to this. You'll have to create an account for it, but then you'll be done. You don't have to go back to Kickstarter. You don't have to go back to Forge Founder. It's all there. So it's kind of just a chain of events, and this is where we are now at this point. So I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to add to that, feel free.
I think that's, first of all, anyone could hit us up on Instagram, Facebook. If you have any questions, you can email us. as well. And that's why Discord is also a great place, because we have a community manager who's on there. It's a great place to ask questions, get answers in real time, and even engage in a conversation if you happen to catch it live. But it's a great forum for that as well.
Yeah.
But we're going to be putting out updates through the channels, and we'll probably have another one of these at some point.
Okay, cool. Yeah, don't be nervous. It'll all work out.
Hey, we hate those things too. You know,
I know.
When we get them, I know. Stuff, it's annoying, but
yeah, I know. The backer kit's all there, and if for some reason you don't see something in there that you ordered or whatever, it's probably not going to happen. But you can always contact these guys. Everybody's going to get the stuff that they ordered. It's all going to happen. Nobody's leaving town, man. It's all here. It's all safe. It's all good.
Exactly.
Are there any estimates on the figure shipping? Curtis is really looking forward to those orcs.
Yeah, I can't give you a date right now. I don't want to lock into one, but soon.
Yeah. It's kind of tough. I know. I mean, even the horsemen have been tough. It's been hard for them to say when stuff is going to actually depart the ship. I think, it was like in July that they thought they were going to have All-Stars in, maybe even before Alithia, and now that's at the end of this month. So
yeah, it's
crazy. The shipping's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's still crazy. So, all right. Yeah. So that's that. Again, if you got any other questions, these guys are open. Instagram. Is Instagram the best place, or the Discord the best place, or whatever you're comfortable with, I guess?
Yeah, Discord's really the best place, but we know a lot of Legionnaires aren't on Discord yet, so hit us on Instagram or email us. Tony, what's the best email?
It's Mythic Legions Tactics at gmail.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for taking time out from landing TIE fighters to answer us, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
The question is who's behind the door?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just waiting for somebody to burst in any minute.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, Curtis, I think we'll get some more information soonish. That's all. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. We're kind of at the mercy also too of the shipping company. How all those things work. So it's a little tough to nail down. But we'll have
You got to think that there's. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say we'll have a better update here in a few weeks for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of rewards that are going to go out in this one box too. So it's not just figures. It's the coins. It's the maps. There's art books. I don't know if those are shipping at the same time or not, but the game is going to be all just downloadable, right? There's no physical element to that, right? Okay, so that doesn't have to ship, but there's just a lot of things going on. So you got to figure that it's not just the action figures that we're waiting for. So just be patient. Got a lot of stuff coming in now. Gonna have a lot more stuff coming in the next couple months. Stuff to order, so it's all coming. Laura asks this. I don't know where we are with this, like right now. Like, let's talk about platforms a little bit. Is it for the iPhone?
Yep,
it is for the iPhone. That was one of the stretch goals, I think. Was the
Now the stretch goals were we're gonna be Xbox. And
right.
Yeah, so we were always planning to do mobile as one of the core pieces to it. So, but it's Apple's part of it.
Yeah, do something else at work besides prank calls, though. That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, I think the phones are just the screens are getting bigger and bigger. I mean, when we first announced this, I was like, it's not gonna, you'd want to do it on an iPad, but I got to tell you, at this point, like, it's gonna look great on here. It's gonna look amazing. Speaking of looking amazing, before we get into some other questions, why don't we take a look at some of the stuff you were showing us before, which just looks so cool, man. I mean, again, I'm gonna say it. Even if you're not a gamer, and I've heard a lot of people like, I'm not a gamer. I'm not much of a gamer. You know what I mean? I do like games. I just don't have time to set up my Xbox and TV and all that stuff like that. I like these mobile games. I love this is the kind of stuff I could sit down in the morning with a cup of coffee and play this. And the thing is, I believe the last time we were talking about it, there are play modes that are basically just kind of a point and click, like go watch it happen. You don't even have to do anything. You could just watch it happen and look at the scenery and watch the cutscenes. And it just looks amazing, man. It just looks beautiful. I don't think you're going to, even if you're not playing the game, I think you're going to want to get into this thing and play around with it.
No doubt. Yeah. And I think even a lot of people might even say that they're gamers or console or the PC gamers. They're not a mobile gamer, but again, this is something you're going to definitely want in on. I mean, if you're a Legions fan, you got to get it.
I'm not even putting that up from Anthony Haseel.
Nice.
Sick man. You get some coffee, man. Go to bed. So it will not be on Xbox, right? That did not hit.
No, it will. Yeah, it hit.
Oh, it will be on Xbox.
It
sweet.
hit Xbox.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we had hit that level. That's awesome.
Cool.
That could be great. Yeah. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Throw it up on the big screen.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Let's take a look at which one was yours and which one was mine. That's Tony's. Okay. Are you ready for this, Tony? You going to pull this up?
Sure.
Okay.
So this is the customizer, kind of a build to show the customizer. This is a video of us working through the customizer. You can set up different profiles. You do new game. You have a login. It saves all of your customizations so that you can come back and always reuse them. And then continue, choose which profile you want.
I'm digging this.
Forward. And then it generates your first time you log in, it generates the multiplayer version. And then if you've purchased single player, this will all be unlocked. This is the free to play version. The free to play version only allows you to have this one party, whereas if you've purchased it, you get all, more unlocked multiplayer and all the single player, as well as all the other races and everything else. So then you can go inside and customize. So all of you that who have actually purchased the game, anybody who gets the free to play, they only get human as an option. But if you have actually purchased it, then you'll get all the different races that were unlocked. So you'll get elf, dwarf, orc, goblin, skeleton, and vampire.
Wow.
So Tony, explain there's a free play version of it that you'll be able to download from like the App Store or something like that.
Correct. There's a multiplayer.
Okay.
There's a multiplayer only option.
That
multiplayer option is, just what it sounds like. You can only play multiplayer. You don't get any of the story. You don't get any of the cutscenes. You literally just get to play tactics with friends, essentially.
Okay.
You can customize characters like this,
right?
But you only have human as the option.
Gotcha.
So we are finishing up all the final UI. And this is just the customizer, which we are going to be releasing separately with you guys. That's why there's no class, stats, or skills selections in this. But this is just the customizer piece itself. To where you can customize.
What do you mean you're going to be releasing it separately?
So the customizer is something that we're going to give to you guys early before the game comes out.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
So you guys can start playing around with it and save your customization.
Wow, cool. Now, if you do that, will you be able to bring those into the game, or it's just going to be a kind of a standalone thing that you just can play?
So anything you store to your account will automatically go to your account.
Oh, excellent. Okay, excellent.
So, but this is kind of a preview. So you see how we have
what are those backgrounds that you can put in there? Oh, it's the faction. Okay.
These are faction selection. So
right.
Leodicius, Arethyr, Alithia, Xylonis Flock, and House of Noble Bear. Alithia and House of Noble Bear will be DLCs. They won't be with launch. Okay. These three will be launch.
Okay.
And then you'll choose your faction. But for multiplayer, all it does is limit which type of, lineage you can
within there.
choose. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
That's all it does. So you choose human, orc, dwarf. Obviously, if you are using the free to play, the only thing you see is human.
Okay, gotcha.
Class. Then you get to customize whatever you want.
And the details on the customization, I mean, just looking at like the axe and the shields, you can customize. It looks like the outside of the shield, the colors on the inside. I mean, looks like there's tons of options.
There's 3 colors to every single item piece, and item piece being weapon. Like the helmet, the shoulders are all separate, the legs are all separate. Every different piece is separated out. So you can select head, armor, you select which piece, you go to upper body, you select which piece, so on and so forth. And you can customize 3 different color types. There's a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary color to every single piece of armor.
Wow.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Steve.
Oh, and the new belts I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Keeping up. Look at that. Nice. Son of Curtis says he can't wait to play this. Thank you, Son of Curtis.
So, yeah, this is, an obviously melee range throwing shield. These are the weapon side of things versus the armor sides. The other thing to note is that this is the heavy armor set. You have more than you have a medium and a light armor set for every character type too.
Right.
So
the elf ranger would be like a leather set of armor or something like that, right?
Well, so it's based on class. So whatever skills you have assigned will allow you to do it. So if you can be an elf warrior that can wear plate, but if you're an elf ranger and you've set your class to ranger and your skill is, medium armor or light armor, then obviously you won't see heavy armor as an option.
I gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah, I can see spending hours just doing this.
I know.
And I mean, that's the thing is that
to get into the game,
because we decided to do all the damages based on skills and not what you're wearing. You guys can wear whatever you want.
Okay. So that doesn't create that's not a factor, the weight of the armor or anything like that on your speed.
None of that matters. Okay. So you can make it look as fun as you want. Everything is skill based. So however high your skill with, heavy armor is versus the weapons like axes, whatever. Yeah. And then these are basically just what do you call them? Cosmetics. So whatever you look like is what you want to look like. Skills are where the game cares. But that's also why we can do the auto attacking system you were talking about.
Right. Okay.
You will be able to do auto battling with battle templates. However, you will still have to select which characters you want to battle. You can't just completely auto the whole story.
Okay.
So there is a little bit beyond that.
Will you be able to just walk through places? Is there any kind of walkthrough thing or no?
So,
I think that was one of the goals too, wasn't it? Like some sort of photo.
Yeah. So there's going to be a video and photo mode that will allow you to walk around some of the levels.
That's right. That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Yeah, that is different than the actual levels themselves. So, for instance, let's say you wanted to walk around, this level.
Yeah.
So you can photo mode it to where you're like, you know what? I want to, zoom in. This is the size of a character right here.
Wow.
So this is Artemis.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah.
So cool.
Wow, this is beautiful.
So you'll be able to do photo modes. You customize your character however you want. You put, load the background or environment.
Dude, Nate, this is going to put us out of business, man. People are just going to be taking their characters and posing them up and taking shots, man. It's all
use these for the dioramas.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
There's that.
Cool, yeah.
There's like this.
Wow.
So full. This is called Mirror Lake.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna love just this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the atmosphere and the light is so cool. Really cool. Joe's asking somewhere up here. Joe from the Four Horsemen. Any chance of getting a beta testing for the customizer? But that's what we were just talking about. We're going to get the customizer before the game hits. For now, who is that? Is that limited to certain?
The customizer
people?
is to everybody who purchased anything, in Kickstarter or Forge.
Awesome. So if you purchased anything, you're going to get to play around with that.
Yes.
Amazing.
The alpha is the part where you don't get access unless you were a Forge founder.
Right.
Yep. Another good reason to join the Discord, because we'll have definitely updates on the alpha and giveaways and things like that. So another reason to join.
Cool. And by alpha, we're not talking about Stephen Bisciotti. Just
clear that up. Right. That's
definitely not. Definitely
he is the ultimate alpha dog. Yeah.
But like this is called Scarlet Key. Everything is red.
So cool.
So your characters are on here. This is closer to Aetherhold, so it's a little darker.
Oh wow! Like Mordor.
Yeah. So we're gonna. Right outside of Aetherhold is a place called the Onyx Forest, which is an entire black solid forest.
Wow.
And then we have another place called Illusion Fields.
Wow.
So when you guys are talking about some of these areas, how much of this is stuff that you guys have created versus being given something by the Four Horsemen?
So what we did is we took what the Horsemen wanted from the original story. So we have we have our story breakdown here. And what we did was we took this and we said, all right, here's the path we need to take for the story. All right. This is nothing, we're not hiding anything here. So we looked at all these and said, okay, this is a major point, Mercurius, Ironhold, Aetherhold, Castle of Four Sides. These are the different points. Well, we need battles between those. Right. What do you guys think? So we came up with different ones. We presented it and said, all right, this is near a lake. Let's make that a lake. Hey, this is going through the wall. So let's make it a border town.
Cool.
All of this was done with them.
Yep.
Right.
And then we took each one of these and said, all right, let's, make in-game story scenes and battle scenes and then rest areas. We, who's attacking where and all that kind of stuff.
Jeez.
And so we took each one of these, we broke it down into, different references.
Look at these. I love those screenshots there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of how you build a game. You break it down into manageable pieces and you say, all right, let's do that. So we did the same thing with Leodicius. So like this is Green Top Forest.
Wow.
So this is in the heart of the Elven Kingdom. And you have to, go through this, heavily forested area as part of one of the battles.
Very cool.
You are seeing a very compressed video. This is all going to be 4K, 60 frames per second too, which I'll show you a few of those of how high quality that will be.
Right.
But these are just our shareable ones.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, I've seen some of the I don't even know if they're fully rendered, but like again, go on the Discord, you'll see some amazing stuff there too as well. I remember you had a shot of an indoor ruins or something like that where the light was just beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, I mean, this is the actual dev board, that we use day in, day out with the, with all the dev teams. So you're seeing live action. This is what it looks like. And for anyone who doesn't know, I mean, geez, for the first year and a half, I mean, we meet with the Four Horsemen on a weekly basis every 2 weeks to go over all the different pieces. So this isn't just, hey, we're going to throw our characters and a couple ideas over a wall and, a game company goes and does it. This is very much the handprints all over. Oh, here you go.
Look at this. And Nate was saying, I bet you bought more Xylernian guards now after seeing this.
Yeah. Yeah, we've showed different iterations of this as, we've gone along. So, if anyone's seen it, I mean, adding in more people and the lighting effects and just getting crisp and sharp. So,
right.
Really looking good.
So cool. Wow.
Yeah, it's great camera work too.
Yeah. Great scenes. That's a whole other aspect of this is you almost have to be kind of a film director or it's like what we do is like setting up a scene and picking an angle to go. I mean, this has got multiple angles. Now you got to get down, make him look big. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is, everybody's probably seen this from the different things, but we have their mouths moving now, all the fire spreading correctly. They've got expressions. This is all the 4K work. Damn. It's all super high quality now.
Yeah. I remember seeing this very early on.
And then kind of similar to here. So they all pulled their bows. The original version didn't have their strings pulled. Now and then we extended some scenes here.
Oh yeah.
So we've added some fog, from the
fog
burning stuff. So, and then we've extended a few things here now. Now he actually follows through and hits people.
Wow.
And things are on fire.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, there's definitely some pieces that are continuing, to evolve and get bigger. And that's not even, the final scenes and all that kind of stuff that we can't really share yet.
Right.
But yeah,
just didn't want to answer this. Is this? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is going to be on your iPad Pro, Greg. You can play this on your iPad Pro.
Correct.
In the back room when you should be working.
Yeah.
Or in the front room where you should be working. Where your other. Is this going to be? Well, you will be on PC though as well, right? You'll be able to play on PC. Yep. Okay.
Yep. So this is how we make all the different iterations of weapons and characters. Every single different iteration of a character has to have every single weapon animated. So every single body part and every different piece has to be fully animated. So that's what takes so long. Because if you look at the spreadsheet of this, the team hates that.
I bet.
And
it's funny. It's interesting how this relates to the toys in that, you're colorizing different parts of the body as, like they would with the plastic in the, preliminary figures that you see that they're just using different colored plastics to show you the different joints and where those things are going to connect and things like that. It's pretty interesting.
That was a good one, Tony. You just had the flail and the different swords. This is something people might remember. We did Intern for a Day.
That's right.
Last year, right? And if anyone was there and from Intern for a Day, we were capturing people's movements, taking swords and different things. Yep. And those are movements that Tony and the team use to create these animations. So, not everything is totally like 100% captured, from, someone swinging a sword, but the different movements and how people really move. So if you were at that Intern for a Day last year, little bits of you were in this game, which is cool.
It's super cool.
It's awesome. I didn't get, my only regret is I didn't get to do that.
We'll have to do another one for you.
Oh, well.
So, and then this is how detailed we're getting. So you can see the muscle changes in the characters themselves versus ones that aren't set up.
Right.
So like the muscles are actually move in the characters so that they're more realistic. I mean, our team is ex Ubisoft, like they did Assassin's Creed.
Wow.
So, I mean, these guys know what the heck they're doing. So they're, we're putting in all the stops.
By the way, guys and girls, we have some ladies on the team too, which is awesome. We have a
lot.
Good team.
So, and then I think you wanted to show the map.
Yeah, I love this.
So whenever you're wanting to navigate around, this isn't an open world game where you're running the entire world. So you select the next different area, and that different area then loads. And then we keep modify the party. Hey, you're at this. What do you want to do? Want to go to the next areas, that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
So this is kind of I want to attack this one now type of area.
Cool. Yeah, the interactive map stuff is going to be really cool for people.
Yeah. Wow.
We're excited about that one.
And then this is the guy who paid to be in the game. That's his actual face.
Nice. Is he here?
I don't think he's here tonight. I don't see him in here tonight. But yeah, it's we're working on him, which has been awesome.
Yeah, if you want to see Jeremy's
no.
Don't
show
the fox.
Don't show the fox.
All right, don't show the fox. All right. Don't show the fox.
Sorry about that, Tony. I should have told you. That's maybe the one thing that's off limits.
All right.
We got to do a big reveal for that one.
All right, good to know. So yeah, but I mean, most of this stuff looks like this. I mean, it's it's hey, here's code. That's how this stuff works. So yeah. Anything else you guys want to see?
Do you guys have
even just
a favorite
stills,
environment?
Man, what was your favorite environment to work on? I gotta tell you, that interior, I don't know if you got a shot of that interior with the broken columns and stuff. I don't know where it was. I can't remember.
It looked like a massive interior, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the
beautiful.
With all the lighting effects, Tony.
Yeah, like the overhead lighting coming in through like cracks in the ceiling and stuff like that. It was really cool.
My favorite one's the one we can't show you. It's the end of the game. We can't show you that one yet.
All right, second favorite.
But no, I know the one you're talking about. It's the I'm totally blanking on the name, but it's
forget the name of the castle.
Tony, with all the lighting effects.
That is the thing we can't show.
Okay.
But I'll tell you another cool thing, which people have been geeking out about, is the border towns, because one side's human, one side's elven. That's really cool.
That's cool. Where was the snow? Was that up? I mean, obviously it's probably north, but there are some snow towns or snow cover. Or is it just going to be dependent on the time of year that you're there? Is that going to change at all, or
no? So as part, here's Otho.
Damn!
Wow!
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I think we shared that before.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Aerthier. I'm not sure I remember which one you're talking about.
That's all right. It was a top-down angle. It was a still. I think it's on the Discord. I think I've seen it there a couple times.
You're talking about this?
That's fine. Don't worry about it. No.
The temple?
Wait. Yeah, it might be the one to the left. Is that it? The one on the left?
Well, this is the one the game is,
I think this is
gameplay showing the actual engine working inside the game, to where you can literally jump up on top of different buildings, and if you have enough stuff, you can jump up here as an archer and shoot down and that type of stuff.
Wow, so cool.
Yeah, Andrew got it.
What have you encountered that you did? I mean, aside from bugs, which there always are. What have you encountered during the process of making this that you didn't expect? Anything like what came out of this that you went into it thinking we were going to do this one way and we ended up doing it a different way? Even not technically, but just more like aesthetically, gameplay, the lore, the environment.
Things. Any game development kind of expands as you build and shrinks in other ways. And I can tell you that the original design, like the UI of the game, has changed dramatically from what it originally was, which I think it's come a long way in a much better way. So this is kind of what the UI looks like now for inside the game itself. Well, it was more of a medieval looking versus a more modern looking design now.
Interesting.
But the medieval one didn't really feel high enough polish for us.
Yeah.
So, we went more time this direction.
Yeah.
The snow stuff you're talking.
Trite too. It's a little like everybody kind of uses that. Like it looks like a scroll or a piece of parchment or something like that. It's like a little.
Yeah. So that's the direction we kind of to go. This, more. A higher end looking design, I think, is probably one of the bigger changes. But I think the other big change is primarily around the battle template system. So we had a lot of the battle systems fully done, all the stuff working, and then we got into the automations for the battle templates and the multiplayer, and we found that certain things weren't working properly. And what we mean by that is that you want, like you said, a lot of you guys don't want to play the full game. You just want to watch it. Other people will want to do the multiplayer only, never, see the internals, all that kind of things. Well, the AI side of the game was actually much harder than we originally anticipated. Primarily because of the way that we set up our class structures and the way that we set up what we call a action point system. So when we first designed the game, it's turn-based. Like, oh, it's your turn, just go. One of the big changes we made was that you have what are called action points every turn. You get 3 action points. You can use all 3 of those action points to move. You can use one of them to move and attack, or you can use all 3 of them just to attack if you're in the right spot. So it allows for a little bit more versatility, but turning that into the mobile component and the automation component was what made that very difficult inside the game itself.
Gotcha.
So
just too many choices for the AI and too many things to
pretty much
out, I guess.
Correct.
In a layman's terms, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Logistics are overwhelming.
Otho should only be available the first week. Then everybody wants to play him later. So he wasn't played enough the first week. Or he will cost you $250 or $450 at this point. What was that helmet? Joe says you saw nothing.
Which helmet?
No, Joe said you saw nothing. Maybe one we can't show.
No, I don't think you'd be able to play with Otho and his undies. I don't think.
Yeah.
I suppose you
no,
could
you can't play with the Otho and his undies.
See, that's a reason why to tune in when we jump on, Trevor's show. You never know what you're going to see. Otho and his
That's right. Look at that. That is gorgeous, man. Look at that.
Oh, this is how
just
big
the
a portion
atmosphere
is
is
down here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, awesome.
So this is
that what we saw the interior of?
No.
Or no? Oh,
this is this is
for sure. Definitely, man.
This is Volgard.
Okay.
Is what that is. So that's way up here. So that's part of House of Noble Bear's story and Alithia's Brood story.
Okay. So you get up there. You get all over the map.
Yeah, up to the north.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, so the only places that we don't go anywhere down here. There's a slight one right here. Like you're on this side of the wall here for Aerithir's storyline. But you never hit anything in particular, and you don't see any of these characters. But we go all the way through here, all this right here. We go all the way around here, all the way up here.
Wow.
We'll save the South for season 2.
And we don't do any of this for season 2.
Okay.
This will be part of season 2. But we do Alcurium, we do Svalgard, we do the Bloodless Throne. We do not do Whisper Vale. That one's being saved for later.
Thank you, Michael.
And yeah.
Cool. So what can you guys talk about the in-game dialogue? I mean, as far as writing and who comes up with all that, and between you guys and the Horsemen, and how's that collaboration work?
Yeah, so we have a story team that works with them. Basically, we put together, here's the dialogue, here's kind of the what we are thinking for the story itself, and then that gets shared with them back and forth. That shared that says, all right, what do you want to do? As an example, I think I've got an example here. Yeah. So here's an example.
Oh, this is what I think I saw. Wow.
So that's him not moving.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is this version where I think they are moving, and this is the direction we're going, to where they're going to be actually moving when they're talking.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. Hey, by the way,
nice.
I want to give you guys a
nice.
Yeah, I want to give you guys a shout out. We caught the Felix Solis episode.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
And Tony and I were sitting there like, maybe we have to build in a speaking part for that guy.
Yeah. Yes.
I love his voice. He's so awesome.
That'd be so amazing.
So great,
that would be cool.
He'd be a great Gorgo.
Well, we're thinking about narrator.
Oh, wow.
Be like, we're probably not going to have any of the characters themselves speak, but we're thinking about having a narrator speak.
I see. Holy crap, that would be great. Well, we gotta see if we can work that out with him. I know he's been so busy. I sent him some stuff a while ago, and he's been shooting the rookie FBI show, I think, that comes out at the end of the month. So I haven't heard from him in a while, but that would be. Oh wow, that would be so cool.
Well, Legionnaires, let us know if you think that's a cool idea. We'll we got to get a the old days we do a petition, right, and show it to them.
Hey,
Colin's already started a hashtag.
Have you guys seen my my Gorgo Etherblade Mythic bio? I'm just saying,
Nice.
Oh, it is quite scary. It is good. It's nice.
Bill's definitely got a great voice. We got to figure out, he's got a specific voice we could use for someone, I think.
Yes.
Nice.
I think it's his hair, but Bill just reminds me of an elf. Like Bill should be an elf. So. He could have the ears underneath that hair.
Yeah. Nice. I did see something about in-game purchases.
Yes, I was trying to with David Williams. Are there going to be in-game purchases? I think
there will be, but only if you haven't purchased the whole thing.
Right.
Okay.
So, like right now, we have what are called cores, and if you've purchased the whole game, then you get 7. And what a core is all of your skills and everything are stored against this core and then the characters that you put for this core are all the way across as far as this direction is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So this core might have like a ton of skills towards a ranger. So you get to design a ranger that looks for Xylonus Flock, another one for Arethyr, another for Noble Bear, so on and so forth. But it can be its own design for anything for here. So you can buy more cores. Cores will be a different one, and then you can unlock more multiplayer slots. And then eventually we will be selling, more armor sets that are specific that don't come with a single player, and more weapon sets and that type of stuff, and more characters and pieces. But really, at the end of the day, we're more focused on, hey, how many people want to play it? Here's what we're offering. Season 1 is what everybody gets to play, and then season 2 will be another purchase.
Right. That's cool. Is Otho a playable character?
He is not.
Okay.
No. So, because the Horsemen wanted to make it to where you guys play your own customizable characters,
I think
you're not playing any of the actual characters.
Right.
Now, that's not to say that we can't unlock that feature. Hint, hint. That is a potential, option down the road.
Okay.
And it is being discussed of letting people potentially unlock them for, like you guys said, the photo mode and.
Oh, I say no to that. No, let's not do that.
But we might unlock it for multiplayer, but we definitely will not do it for anything single player.
Gotcha. Yes, that's why we can't play Otho on his undies.
That's right. And you can't actually take all the characters' clothes off anymore. So, you know, Rob will say, you know, the original characters, you see how they're, you know, fully clothed now. This guy was naked for almost forever until we were like, all right, we need to give him some basic clothes.
Yeah.
So they're all wearing basic clothes now underneath their armor sets so that you can customize them.
Yeah.
So there are no more naked
House of the Dragons.
Yeah, there are no more naked characters.
Or the Bowles house.
That's right. Travis's house.
Are we going to be able to unlock the Pelvicus hot tub level?
That has to be hidden in season 2 somewhere. There has to be a hot tub somewhere, so with a skeleton soaking in
the
it
cauldron or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
exactly.
the skeletons.
There are no horses, though, right? Not doing horses right now, or at least in terms of playing them, right? Like anybody.
There's no playing horses. There are cutscenes where people are riding horses.
Okay.
But there are no playable
horse
at least
battles or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. We might do that for season 2. It is a big request.
Okay.
But we'll see.
That would be cool. And of course, a moose.
Yes.
So it's a trip to think about. You know, in the Cabal, we have sort of like the what's on your desk Wednesdays and stuff, right? Everyone's sharing their works in progress and their kit bashes and all that stuff. Now we're going to have what's on your virtual desk, I guess. Yes. People are going to be sharing all their customized characters, and it's going to be a trip to see it.
Look at this guy. You're not even done with this game yet, and you must know when you're doing the cosmic.
We'll get through
seriously,
this one first.
When are you doing the cosmic?
Man.
Send that email to Jim, Eric, at Forest Studios.
Yeah, that's their question.
Yeah, really.
That's really why you guys didn't go with a medieval interface, right? Is because you're leaning towards cosmic.
Right. It's just a slight tweak of this one, and it's cosmic.
Yeah.
Little neon, a little bit of we're good.
Totally.
Did the lore that was laid out through the figure? Obviously, the story had to be fleshed out, but did the lore? I guess you'd have to stick to the lore that they've kind of laid out in some of these bios that for the game. Did that restrict anything, or is it just okay? Yeah, it all worked out.
Yeah, no. So, the way that the game progresses is you are playing your own characters at the same time the lore and story is happening. So while you're walking through, and part of the reason why we're doing the game the way we're doing it is, so for instance, the story here is that Gorgo attacks Castle Silverhorn, steals the Aether Blade, and then takes it back to Aetherhold.
Right.
Okay. Well, Artemis and Attila, you know, they don't chase Gorgo. They come down here to Castle of Four Sides, raise an army, and then go attack Aetherhold to get it back. You're not following them. You're following Gorgo's troops on his trail to try and find, you know, hey, where did he eventually go? So that you can tell Artemis and them, hey, here's what's going on.
Right.
So your path is Gorgo's retreating this way, and Gorgo, like, as you play the Aetherhold storyline, so for instance, the Aetherhold storyline is this. Aetherhold, like, you're playing your own characters that are going through here, but when you get here, you split from Gorgo's group. Gorgo continues this way. You go this way to go spy on, you know, the good guys. What's going on?
Right.
And you actually get captured, you get put in prison, you escape from prison, you have to get back to tell Gorgo what's going on before the troops land. Well, that's all going to be part of.
I'm just kidding. I
know. But that's part of the lore here is, hey, they're going here, then they're coming here. Your job is to figure out what's going on. The other group is also trying to help. But you're playing your own characters at the same time the lore is actually happening. We didn't touch the game's story lore. We enhanced it in different ways and added you guys into that lore at different places.
Yep. Cool. Very cool. It's going to be great, man. Just seeing some of this stuff play out that we've been reading about, and just like seeing these places. I cannot wait to see these places. Somebody said, "Can you play as an ogre and a troll?" I'm going to say that's a no for now. Oh, Curtis,
no for now. You will play against them, but you can't play them right now.
Right.
You can only play those 7 races: human, elf, orc, dwarf, goblin, vampire, and skeleton.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And for single player, you will be limited to the faction. So if you choose Zylona's Flock, you only get human, elf, dwarf.
Right.
If you choose human, or if you choose Leodicius, then you get those characters. If you choose Aether, you get those characters. Skeleton will be initially a multiplayer only, because we're not doing any storylines around skeletons for the single player. And then the House of Noble Bear and Alithia's Brood will have vampire, and we might have a surprise other ones. We'll see. We shall see.
Yes.
Interesting.
Tony, one of the cool things, at least one of the coolest things I think, that I know we're real proud of, besides, just operating as different factions and customizing, is the classes and the class melding.
Yep.
You want to talk about that maybe real quick?
Oh yeah.
Because that's a cool one that, some people had kind of went over the head a little bit, just because it's a lot to explain. But
yeah, I remember seeing this in the Kickstarter and the Forge,
because there's so much
Forge
info,
founder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so this is a good reference. If anybody's ever played Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions, this is a good reference. So the way that it works is, in Final Fantasy Tactics, you start off as a squire or a chemist. Okay. You level up to level 2 squire, and it unlocks knight and archer to where then you can then move to knight or archer. If you get to level 4 archer, then it unlocks ninja. If you unlock level 3, it unlocks thief. If you unlock, level 4 thief, it unlocks dragoon, so on and so forth. We're doing the same thing, to where you start off only at this tier. You start off as a novice or a student. If you get student to level 3, it unlocks caster, mender, cleric. You get novice to level 3, it unlocks these 3. You get these to 3, it unlocks these 3, but you have to have all their prerequisites.
Right.
So you get to progress down these kind of paths to unlock these different classes. I think the part that got everybody confused was what are called melded classes.
Right.
Melded classes are when you say, you know what, I want to take a priest and a mage and make it one class. So instead of mage, priest, hey, these are separate classes. What happens if you melded them together? You get the blue mage. Okay, the blue mage is a mage that can also class healing spells. Okay. So what this does, and I'm not sure how many people want to see a spreadsheet, but I'm going to actually bring up a spreadsheet and show you how real games are developed.
You're really going deep now.
Yeah. So
yeah, this does look sweet. This is not something I've thought a lot about, but this looks actually like a lot of fun. This is, you're actually building a character and not just leveling up with weaponry necessarily, but actually abilities and different powers, different powers and abilities anyway.
Correct. So the way that the system works is this. Okay. So class, again, this is how a tactics system is built.
Oh, we just lost Anthony Halsey. He fell asleep. Sorry, guys.
So
Cullen is wide awake, though.
So the way this works is you have your novice. You get to choose 3 skills for weapons and armors. You are locked into 2 of those in every class that you choose. So this one locks in small blades and light armor. You get 3 actions. You are locked in at the first 2 for every class. You get 1 reaction, 1 enhance, 1 movement, and 1 special. Okay, now that's just with novice. This is with student. This is archer. These are how each one of these progresses. Now, what does a melded class do? A melded class takes all of these ones that you would learn here and adds them together, takes off the top 2, and then gives you 2 more. Okay, so if you were to merge archer and student together, not that you ever would, it would take all of these together, this here, and then this here, and then add a separate new top level ones for the melded class. So for instance, meldeds take the best of both worlds. So blood mage, healer plus mage. So a healer is different than a priest. And these 2 would merge into what is called a blood mage.
But you have to progress to this level to be even able to do this. Is that correct?
Correct. So, if you unlocked both of these, technically you can merge them at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
However, if you merge them before you've unlocked these top ones, you lose them forever. So if you've technically, like, if I merged these, you wouldn't ever be able to get strategy, and you would never be able to get marked or lucky shot.
Gotcha.
So you got to get the full power.
Yeah, so you have to get the full power beforehand is going to be, and we're going to tell everybody that inside the game. You know, warning, if you merge these 2, you will lose access to X. However, if you learn this skill before you merge them, every skill you learn is stored to your core that you can always use it, regardless. So if you unlock these 2 before you merge, you'll always have it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think the cool part about this is, you know, obviously you could, you know, customize your character's armor, weapons, colors, whatever. But this is just a whole nother level that really, I mean, you could really create some unique characters no one else has.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Now we got to figure out.
It's really
how
deep,
to
and you
characters.
can get as deep as you want with it too, right? I mean, you can pay attention to a lot of this stuff, or you can just go through and kind of make your way through and hack and slash if you want to. I suppose I don't know if you're going to make it all the way through that way, but
correct.
Yeah,
we've
only
we've only found 1 class that we have been disallowed by the Horsemen, which is gunsmith, no guns.
Yeah. I can get that. I understand that one. Yeah.
So other than that, everything else is up. But you could have a berserker bard, you know, together. you can merge a barbarian with a druid. Like, you can merge almost anything. Now we are limiting 1 merge, meaning you can't then merge a merged.
Right. Double
like that would just get crazy, and there's no way for us to track that. So you only get 1 merge per character.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And we are debating whether or not they're reversible or not. We're pretty sure they're not.
You missed everything, Walter. Everything.
Walt.
Yeah. Hope that was good dinner.
Yeah. It's probably tacos.
It was worth it, Walter.
It's probably tacos. This is awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
This is I mean, I knew it was going to be deep like this, but just like seeing it and having it explained, you know, this is kind of stuff that I was like glossing over. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. I'll kind of wait to get into it to see it, but now I really am really looking forward to this, man.
More hype.
I cannot wait.
Cool.
I think I'm going to need a larger screen for this too.
Nice.
I'll be playing it on my PC is, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw the question pop up before: PC, mobile, which tablet as well, and then obviously an Xbox.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I know we have a surprise for you guys.
Yeah. I was just going to pull us out of there. We got
share a little surprise.
People have left, but okay, that's 45 people in here. Before we get a surprise, let's hit that like, please. And they're going to miss the surprise. I probably should have prefaced this before, but hey, you know what? They'll find out tomorrow. So Rob, you have this in hand, or no? This is Tony. Tony's going to bring this up on
Tony's going to pull it up. Tony's going to pull it up.
Is it up?
I'm going to give
It's up.
Yep. Big shout out to Jeremy and Chris and the guys at ForgeHorsemen for giving us something juicy to show you guys. And I think it just also speaks to, you know, the relationship we have with them, which is awesome. And we think it's super cool that they were like, hey, you know, here's something cool from the product to tease out that you guys could share. So, you know, definitely reward for hanging in there for the whole time. So Tony, take it away.
Well, this is well, yeah, go ahead. You do it.
Ready? No, you can tell them what it is, and I'll pop it in there while you're.
Well, I'll let Rob talk. I just did tons of talking. It's your turn to talk.
All right.
So
you ready to see this? Let's see.
Yeah, we're ready to see it. So here's a look at the Forge Founder packaging.
Oh,
for the orcs and the elves.
Wow! I'm going to pull this off of here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, take it in a little bit, and then I'll point out a couple of things. So
yeah.
So you know, not the full reveal yet, but we have the packaging in there, and you'll see it's very War of the Aether Blade, which is awesome.
Love that skull.
Yeah.
It's such a great job with it. Nate's awesome.
Nate's the best.
He's so good.
Oh, shucks. Oh, you're talking about Nate Barch. Oh,
yeah. Sorry, Nate. You're awesome.
A couple cool things to point out. You know, you see the little forge up there and then the horsemen. Those are actually going to be gold material. So
right.
So that'll be a nice touch. Yep. So that's going to be a nice touch just for the Forge founders, you know, who are getting these. And we think that's something special that the horsemen put in there, and we just loved it. It's so awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
It's awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Love it, man. That's awesome. Very cool. All right, there you go. Little taste. Cool. Little taste. Anybody else have any questions in the chat? Deluxe pack on BBT. Wait a minute. What was that? Okay. Well, I don't think so, right? Because this is just the Forge Founder stuff. I mean, it'll be similar, but this is the.
Well, we had some of the retailers order in the Forge Founder round, so they'll have some of that as well.
Okay. So you will be able to get some of those. There you go.
Yep.
Mindless here, a little behind. We're everything's coming. Things are in hand now, but other things are not. And what they're trying to do is keep everything together so that everybody gets one box full of goodies, one shipping, cost. So that should be being updated. Go back and watch the beginning that we talked about this. But everything's going to be updated. You'll go to Backer Kit. You'll make sure that you've got all your stuff in there that you want. You'll make sure your address is right, and then further news on the 2-pack of Gorgo and Attila because they're still in prep. So where they're not even on the water yet, or do we know they're still
not yet? They're still factory, so we should have an update in a couple of weeks at the latest.
Okay, cool, nice.
Here's something we were talking about earlier too. Legions Con, guys.
Legions Con. What's going on for Legions Con?
We will be there.
Yeah, Legions Con. We're pumped. It was such a great experience last year, so we'll be there this year.
So cool.
If you look at the schematic, we're in the corner, and there's good reason for that because we need power because we're going to set up a couple of consoles and have some playable, some of the playable demos there for people to come over and try out and play right on the floor.
I can't zoom, but
we're 15 top right up there.
Top right. Oh, right up here
So,
somewhere? Or...
Yeah. Yep, number
Top right.
15.
There we go.
So
Yep.
we're pumped for that. And then we're also going to have the first breakout session, and Tony's putting together a nice little package for people to view. Yeah. So all I'll say to that is bring your popcorn.
Nice. All right. Saturday, 12 p.m. There you go. There's some good stuff going on there. But I will be there for sure.
Yeah, Tony will be there. I'll be there. We're going to have our community manager Ari will be there. So we'll be out in full force.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Very cool. Cannot wait. And yes, Walt will get out for some tacos and beer with everybody. I'm sure everybody will get out and get some tacos and beer. Well, that was excellent. And look at that. We're at an hour and a half. How perfect is that?
Nice.
Right on the nose, Rob. I told you, man. We filled this all out. We had plenty to talk about and plenty of questions. I could keep talking about it, but
yeah.
Let's do a I was going to do a giveaway. We try to do a giveaway every show. I got another t-shirt. It's a t-shirt.
Awesome.
Let's put in let me put in the hashtag first before I do this again. Give me a hashtag. What do we got?
What was
Aether Blade? Can everybody?
Felix for narrator or whatever. What was it?
Yeah, that was good.
Well,
kind of a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a lot. And Aether Blade is tough to spell, but I think I spelled it right.
Tactics.
Tactics is good. That's
yeah,
good. Tactics. Hashtag tac. I can't spell that either. Hang on a second. Tactics. There we go. Okay, tactics. All right. Hashtag tactics in the chat. I'll bring this up.
Yep, great shirt by our very own Dave Orkin.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, and we will have more of these for sale at Legions Con for anybody who wants one, as well as some other stuff. I guess I'm really cool. I'm working on. I just got to make sure it's going to be there on time. So we'll see.
While we're waiting,
so yeah, put hashtag tactics in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
While we're waiting for that to fill up, here's a cool question.
Okay.
About you guys finding inspiration from stuff like Rings of Power, House of the Dragon, anything else you guys sort of turn to?
Yeah, you guys.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you. Just for me, when I saw a bunch of the dwarf stuff in Rings of Power in second episode, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see our dwarf stuff.
House of Doom,
so
man.
Awesome.
Oh my god,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
That got me pumped for sure.
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's pretty good.
I mean, you want to play in that world, man. That's what you want to do. Can't wait.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. Let's see what we got. We got
Very
21 people in here. What else will you? So you're gonna do one of the breakout sessions. Are you gonna have anything there with you? Like any kind of even if things aren't ready, like any kind of the stuff that's maps or anything like that, or
yep. Well, we should have
just for demo.
Signals.
I mean,
yeah, we should have some of that kind of stuff, which will be good. We're working on a little special T-shirt as well. That
cool.
That we do with some giveaways. We're going to plan to do some fun stuff on the floor as well.
Awesome.
And hopefully have some tacos and beer too. That sounds awesome.
Sure. Scott, thank you again, man. Really appreciate you. Like every week, man. You're awesome. You and Curtis and Dave and everybody, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. What do we got? Is everybody still coming in here? We got 27 entries. Is that right?
Nice.
That was more than that a minute ago.
Tony's from Austin.
48 people here.
Got to get him to bring some barbecue up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hell
I was just there this summer.
I'd eat it all before I got there.
Yeah, we had a blast in Austin. That was a great city.
It's a little hot right now.
Oh, dude, it was 107 when I was there, but
yeah,
crazy.
Man,
Oh,
I'm
Curtis.
not sure you can do that
Leave
for
it.
$4.99.
It's going to cost you a little bit more than that.
You would have rounded up to 5 maybe, but geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean, come on, man. 99 cents. Where are you going to put that 99 cents? I mean, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We
Nice.
got how many people we got in here? Let's get
29.
this thing done and get these guys to bed. It's 29 people. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds.
Hey,
Hashtag
while you're
tactics.
doing that, I just want to say thanks to everybody too. Thanks a lot to everybody. I know everybody's been very patient, but also I'll tell you the positive feedback we've gotten from the Cabal, from the different Twitter feed, Instagram feed. It's all been awesome. So it's it makes it fun to make the game, and really appreciate everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, something you said earlier really resonated. I think we would all agree that to have it right is better than to have it fast. So
Yeah.
the patience is paid off in dividends.
Totally.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think once people start seeing this in action, seeing some of these things that you're showing now, and then just seeing it, if the builder comes out and people actually get to play with that, it's gonna spark some things in people that I think are like, this is cool. It'll be great. I can't wait to see it. And I think it's good. I think it's going to build a lot. I think a lot more people are going to be, knocking on your Instagram door and the Discord and stuff.
Totally.
What are you talking about? Well, are you're going to send a figure
for
this? I don't need to call you out, man. If you don't want to, that's fine. We're doing a t-shirt. I don't know if we had too much. All right, we good. All right.
Yeah, too much beer and tacos.
Sauce.
Yeah, really, exactly.
All
right. We're gonna draw this thing. We got 30 people in here for a T-shirt, maybe a figure from Walter. I don't know. We'll figure that out afterwards, I guess. Here we go. Josh MC. Nice, man. Congratulations.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome.
So you got a T-shirt coming to you, possibly a figure. We'll figure that out. But just DM me on Facebook if you're on the Cabal. I'm on there.
Yeah,
or
Walter
Instagram.
Confirmed. Winner gets a figure also.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Walter. Awesome, man.
What the hell, yeah, man.
Walter's the man. Walter is
That's
the man,
awesome.
man. All right, cool.
Nice.
So you're getting a figure and a T-shirt. So DM me with your details. I'll give them to Walter. He can work that out to send the figure to you. And congratulations, man. Appreciate everybody with the super chats, keeping that stuff going. We want to do that every week. Rob, Tony, super appreciate this, man. I know it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to get this going. But we did it, and it was awesome. And I'm even more psyched for this thing. I cannot wait. So keep us updated and go join the Discord. Don't be afraid. I think that video would be a great idea to you guys to put that out to kind of ease people through that. It's not hard, but it's a great place to communicate with people. So, all right, I think that's it. Bill, do you have a show this Thursday?
Yeah, we should be back up and running. We were off last week mostly because I was still sick, and we should be good to go this week. Yep.
Cool. All right, cool. Nate, got anything going on? Got a picture working on. All right, cool. Yep. Can't wait to see it. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. If you were, don't forget to like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. We're at 1,400. Love to get to 1,500 in the next month or so. Got some more. Might do an unboxing for this entire wave, this Alithia wave, if I can find 3 hours of time this week. So tell your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See ya.